So my neighbor hired me to sell their house, right? Really cute couple, have the most adorable son. Love them, love my neighbors, love them. And we put their house on the market, and I was driving to Pennsylvania with a friend of mine. So I'm in the back of the truck, their car, going up to Pennsylvania, and because it was we had a deadline of 6 p.m. and I'm trying to get all this banged out, right? So we're driving, I fill out the contract, blah, blah, blah. Well, I left out the home sale contingency, and it wasn't a contingency, it was their paperwork saying, hey, if we can't find our home of choice, we're not selling the house. Well, I left it out. So we received an offer, and they had a deadline of 6 p.m. that they imposed on us because it was my client's house or another one that they wanted to buy. So I write up the whole thing, I get them to sign it, we get it, we go under contract, and we couldn't find a home for my seller, and they had to sell. Talk about a total screw up. They had to sell, and they didn't want to sell now because now they're like, well, we don't want to sell. We can't, because they went under contract on another house, right? And that deal fell through. So they go back and they're like, well, we don't want to sell. We want to stay where we are. Well, they couldn't because the contract said that. And the new buyers were not willing to look for something else. It was a cluster muck. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. So my seller and I had put an offer in on the house a year before. And I looked up the listing agent from a year ago, and I called her and I said, hey, can we reach out to your sellers? Can we provide their number? Because their house is still sitting there. They haven't sold it. Maybe they still want to sell it. And it turned out that it was just being listed by another agent in the neighborhood. So anyway, so I reached out to him and said, hey, I have buyers. Can we sell this thing off market? And I got them into the house that they wanted a year ago just by being resourceful and calling the old listing agent, finding out that it was going to be listed by someone else after I talked to those owners. And it all worked out. But they were furious with me. Oh my gosh, they were so mad with me. And who can blame them? They wanted to stay in their cute little house. But it all worked out. And now they're like, we love our house, blah, blah, blah. You know, every time she sees me at church, she'll say, like, I love my house, and this is a new project that we're doing, and I'm so glad it worked out that way. And when we went to settlement, the neighbor said to me, I wouldn't want to work with anybody else but you. Even though I flubbed up so bad, we thought, so that was kind of validating, like, okay, yeah, I screwed up, but I made up, for the screw up. So they trusted me enough to get that done, and it was a good feeling. So some things bad can turn into really good things.